everyone, this is Kalies von Kreatives Leben, and today you're not seeing me doing an art journaling page, but I'm doing a single page, and this is because I am creating a page for another YouTuber. She is, I think, getting rid of all her stash. I think she is not doing any videos anymore, which is a pity. She was doing kai painting and. I think she was doing really good stuff, but she's getting rid of scrapbook papers and napkins, etc. So when she asked who would be interested to get them, I volunteered and I won, so to say. And when I received the package, she asked me if I could do one of my girls in pastel, and I agreed, and I even decided to send her the page. I thought that would be the least I could do for her, um, very generously giving me all her stash, or I think a large part of her stash. So here you see me already doing whatever I needed to do. So basically, I took a scrapbook paper that I had jelly printed on. It's not in a pastel paper, but as I'm going to layer lots of things on top of it, I thought it would be a good a good option. So basically, having quite a dark structure in the background, but going on top of it with very light tissue paper and napkins, and you can see the butterflies. They are from a newspaper, a magazine actually, and I really liked them because I found that they would go with the theme, which is basically pastel. I think quite a dreamy look, which is unusual for me. You know that I like very bright colors, but because this was a wish, this is what I decided to do. So I'm going in with my brayer and with some Titan buff and just trying to bring everything together, all the different backgrounds, and I really like the effect it has given me. So outside of the camera, I took my pencil and I drew a little face. Nothing, unusual. You've seen me doing it before, and I am. Uh, the way I chose the colors is I basically looked for, do I have pastel paint, and I don't have that much pastel, I must admit. So here I'm taking a very light pink and I'm going on top of it with this is some very light yellow, and even the yellow is bright. I mean, pastel is a lot of white, so you will see me going on top of everything using white and mixing colors. And so you see me use this blue, and this blue, as you can see, I mean, when you're painting, you don't realize it immediately, but as you can see, it's quite a bright blue. So I decided to go back afterwards and make it lighter. So what I found interesting, so I was putting my background together, and I wasn't thinking so much, but I liked the butterflies. I like the roses, so I decided to play around with it. So to have a girl with an interesting background. So I like the butterflies. I love the roses, and despite the fact that I went in with my brayer, I'm going back now and I'm painting on top of it. And that's the great thing. Even if you feel insecure about painting, and if you have like a very nice napkin, as I'm having, you have everything you need now. You don't have to be able to paint. You just take whatever is there and you just go on top of it again with paint, and it really looks lovely, and it looks like you painted it, and you did. So that's one way. Again, you know that I like to cheat a little bit sometimes. Why make my life harder if I can make it easier, right? So I want my butterflies to stand out more as they do now, because I had been going in with my brayer. They are a little bit faint. So here I am. I'm taking some red. It's probably too bright, and I will go back again with a lighter pink. just to accommodate or to follow the wish of the receiver. I mean, she wanted something more pastelic, and this is what she's getting. And the challenge is always when people ask for something special, which may be slightly different to what you do usually, is finding a good balance between their wish and your style. So at the end, I think it worked out well, and I'm very happy about the mixture of um, pastel and a little bit dreamy look, and nevertheless, my little girl still, looking straight ahead, very powerful, I think. And as I told you, I find the blue that I use too bright for what she requested. So I went in back with some white, and I'm softening everything. And I will be using some green here for the leaves and for the stems. And what is important when you use a new color is to use it at different places. So I will go into her eyes as well. So the eyes will be a bit greenish blue, and they're very bright anyway, and I need to soften them. But I love the mixture of blue and green, and when you will see the close up, it really stands out now. And see the difference here. I really love this step. I mean, she gets some white into her eyes, and immediately her eyes pop out. I really, really like that. And here again, I'm trying to make her hair more dimensional. I think the challenge when you paint is that everything becomes too flat. So if you use only one color, that's what has happened. What happened? So I'm going in back with some white, with some darks, and I'm really alternating to make sure that um, yeah, she remains interesting and pleasing to the eye. Um, what I'm doing now is, because she is more in the pastel, the background didn't stand out enough for my liking, so I went in with some greenish, whitish mixture, and you can see that now the background is less disturbing and less um, doesn't distract as much as it was before. And now I'm going in with a pencil because I didn't want the lines to be too harsh. So if I would have used the Posca pen, especially because all the colors are so faint, it wouldn't work out. You will see at the end I will be using a Stabilo um, pencil because it's still for me too faint. But it's still not the same as if I would have used a Posca pen. So I feel that her face is still, yeah, I like backgrounds, but on the face it's difficult. Sometimes you just need to make sure it is being brought back into the background. So that's why I went back in. And now I'm taking out my gel pen, my white gel pen, because I want to play around. I really love these butterflies, but I found that they are a little bit too boring to my liking. So I'm going in and I'm painting in. Oh, I'm painting in with a gold gel pen. Is a kind of shiny, glittery gel pen, and this is really nice because I love gold, and I will make sure to have a little bit of gold also around her neck. And I'm using also the gel pen on the roses. So this is the Stabilo pen I mentioned, and I'm going to activate it. So, and look at the difference. I really love the way she now stands out. I think it really makes a difference. She doesn't look as boring as she was before. Um, she really is on front, so she has the roses in front of her, and in the background there are these butterflies, and there is a background that shouldn't really interest you, and I really, really love the effect. So that's basically it, and I hope you enjoyed it. You can see some close-ups of the flowers, of the background, and of her face. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Please give me a thumbs up. If you haven't done so, also subscribe, and see you next time. Bye bye.